So what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich. How are you doing on this pleasant, what is today, Monday? Is today Monday? Yeah, Monday morning, Monday evening, Monday night, whatever time it is in your part of the world. How are you, man? Back with some Bundesliga football, just to talk about the three matches that were played on Sunday, the 24th of May. Was yesterday the 24th? Yeah, it was. I'm losing track of time, man. I'm losing track of time. But there was three lovely, exciting matches yesterday, and I have to talk about them. I cannot go without just finishing off match week 27. 2 match days completed on the restart, and we have football back, and I'm hyped up. I'm hyped up. If you're not hyped, I'm hyped. Because, guys, I watched 6 games out of 9 this weekend. Give me a round of applause, man. Smash the like button if you're just seeing this right now. Smash the like button. 6 games. I told you guys to appreciate the football when it returns, and I'm doing it, so you follow suit. So let's do a quick recap before we get into the 3 matches that were played yesterday, because I already recapped the first 6. And then I'm going to do a quick prediction of the matches that's coming up tomorrow and Wednesday. We got midweek matches as well. We're going to be busy here with the Bundesliga. And I have to do this fast because I got to get to work on time. It's a bit early, but I don't want to walk. I want to catch the bus. So, Hertha 4, Union Berlin 0. Big win for Hertha against their rivals Union, who defeated them early on in the season. Freiburg 0, Werder 1. Big win for Werder, struggling to ward off relegation. Still in the relegation zone though. Freiburg, I expected better of them, but they came up short. Paderborn 1, Hoffenheim 1. Hoffenheim join again. They need to get their act together. They need to definitely get their act together. I think they did draw their first game, right? Did they draw their first game? Let me just double check that real quick. I do think did they draw their first game? No, they lost. They lost to Hertha. They lost. I know. I think Paderborn did draw their first match after the restart. Did they? Yes, 0-0 against Dusseldorf. So I got mixed up between those 2 teams there. Guys, I'm still learning the Bundesliga, man. Pardon me, man. Give me a break. But big job for Paderborn, though. They in the relegation zone right now. 2 points in 2 matches. They need wins. Only wins are going to do it. Wolfsburg 0, Dortmund 2. Well, I didn't expect a different result. Dortmund, currently in the title race, trying to get European football again. So they're in red-hot form. Before that big The Klassiker match, guys, I made a whole preview video for that, so go check it out. It's on the channel. Mönchengladbach 1, Leverkusen 3. Big win by Leverkusen. Kai Havertz coming up good again. Another brace. Mönchengladbach, they fought well, did equalize, but they lost the plot and they went behind again. Good win for Leverkusen. Bayern München 5. Eintracht Frankfurt 2. Good fight back by Frankfurt. It was 3-0, then it was 3-2, and then Bayern took the game away from Frankfurt completely. But it was a good fight, and it's good for Bayern. It's not a good thing, but it's good for Bayern that they got their revenge on Frankfurt after they smashed them early on in the season, 5-1. Now we're going to get to the matches I want to get into. Nothing too long, just a brief recap of these games. Schalke 0, Augsburg 3. Edward Löwen scoring a brilliant free kick in the 6th minute. I was like, whoa, that was good. That was good. Then the second goal was Noah Joel Sarenin-Bazi. It's a long-ass name. Scored in the 76th minute. Sergio Cordova in the 90th plus 1 minute. Schalke did get a chance to equalize when Mark Uth. No, not Mark Uth. I'm thinking about the wrong game. Mark Uth don't play for Schalke anymore. Schalke wasn't that. I'm getting mixed up with the other match, the Koln game. But Schalke, they weren't that good on the day. They weren't that good. They should have never sent out Mark Uth and another striker on loan. They screwed up. David Wagner, you're losing the plot big time. Schalke has now gone 9 games without a win. 9. It's simply ridiculous. 9 games. They're still in a good position, but they're way behind the top 5. Way, way behind. But 9 games without a win. They need to get their act together. Augsburg, great victory, man. Great victory. They needed this. They were on a winless streak as well. So they really needed this. And shout outs to their left back, Philip Max, man. He's a star player. He's a star player. Hopefully he gets a big move or ends up in the German national team for real, not the Olympic team one day. So this was a good win for Augsburg. Good win for Augsburg. And with this win, Augsburg are now 12th, 30 points. So they're not safe yet, but they will be safe because there's a cluster of teams around the same amount of points like Union Berlin, Eintracht Frankfurt, Mainz, Dusseldorf. You know, they on the up as well. So Augsburg, even though I think they will be safe, they need to continue picking up these very good W's because that was a good win. They did lose their first match after the restart against Wolfsburg at home. You should not lose to Wolfsburg like that. You know, Wolfsburg has been struggling the last few years. You shouldn't lose to Wolfsburg. But for Augsburg, their next game is against Paderborn. So that's not a bad team to play after picking up a win against Schalke. Use the momentum, go into that game, and pick up another win against the relegation-threatened team. So, good stuff. As for Schalke, man, they're currently 8th, 37 points, 2 losses in 2 matches after the restart. 4-0 loss to Dortmund, 3-0 loss to Augsburg. They definitely have a problem scoring goals. They need to get their act together, man. The players, strikers, they need to step up. They need to step up big time. I'm not going to get into individuals, but Schalke needs to step up. I think David Wagner is trusting too much youth. There is a thing that's too much youth. Too much. And these guys does not have the experience to, pick up W's. 9 games without win. 9 games. It's simply ridiculous. Their next game will be against Dusseldorf, and they're not in bad form at all. So they should pick up at least a draw in that game. But guys, you never ever know. But let's move on to the next fixture. Mainz 0, RB Leipzig 5. Oh my God, they were completely and utterly smashed. 3-0 at halftime. 2 more goals in the second half. A hat-trick for Timo Werner. A goal for Yusuf Poulsen. And 1 for Marcel Sabitzer. That was a good goal. But highlight, the standout player, Timo Werner, man. After not scoring in 8 games, he come back with a hat-trick. Mainz, 13-0 this season against RB Leipzig. This is just simply ridiculous. Ridiculous, I'm telling you. So, good stuff by RB Leipzig, man. Really good stuff. This is another game that I enjoyed. A go fest. Really enjoyed this match. So, Leipzig go up to 3rd, 54 points after 27 matches. As for Mainz, man, they're struggling. 15th, 27 points. They should be safe from relegation, but, oh man, Dusseldorf are creeping up. If you lose another game and Dusseldorf pick up a win, then, you know what I'm saying, they have a better goal difference than you do, and then you're going to be in the relegation playoff zone. So, Jurgen Klopp's former team need to get their act together. Maybe they need, to do a bit of consultation with Klopp, and he could give him some advice. He could definitely give him some advice. There's a Liverpool player on loan there by the name of Taiwo Awoniyi. He had a good game yesterday, but he can't do it alone. He came off the bench. He cannot do it alone. They need to get their act together. Definitely need to get their act together. Their last game was a 2-2 draw against Koln. They did come back from being 2-0 down. So, that was some good fighting spirit there, but they lacked it against RB Leipzig. Or maybe Leipzig are just too powerful for them. Union would be their next game on the road, and they got to do something, man. They got to do something. Let me see what they did against Union. They did lose to Union Berlin in their first match, 2-3. So, it ain't looking good for them whatsoever. As for RB Leipzig, their next match would be against Hertha Berlin. So these two teams are playing, 2 Berlin teams. The Hertha RB Leipzig game is going to be a good one. Hertha they're looking very good. I like the players in Hertha. They're looking really, really good. But shout outs to Julian Nagelsmann and his boys. They're, trying to get top 4 to get that Champions League spot. I don't think they're going to win the league because Bayern Munich are just, relentless up top. So, good luck. Good luck. And the final match, guys, Koln 2, Dusseldorf 2. This was an exciting match as well. At first, it was like, all right, it was okay. And then, okay, my alarm came on there. And then it just got really, really good at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like the last 30 minutes was really, really good. So Dusseldorf scored first to Kenan Carman in the 41st minute. And at halftime it was 1-0. And then Eric Tommy put them 2-0 up in the second half. They were on the road, traveling to Koln. Nice stadium atmosphere and everything, even though there's no fans. The cutouts are there. And it's just lovely fan spirit to see them just do all the cutouts and everything. It actually looks like there's people in the stadium. And before I forget, I like to commend the Bundesliga for adding the stadium noise to the game. So yesterday I was watching I can't remember which game I was watching, but I was like, I think it was a Leipzig game. And it sounded like there were fans in the stadium. So good job there. Back to the Koln Dusseldorf match. Koln being 2-0 down, they tried everything, man. Everything at the end there. And the coach, Marcus Gisdol. I'm mixing up the coaches. Uwe Rosler is the coach for Fortuna Dusseldorf. We're still learning here. And Marcus Gisdol is the coach for FC Koln. So, at one time, the commentator was saying that there's 5 strikers on the field at the same time. And they had all right to do it. There was Mark Uth. There was John Cordoba. Anthony Modeste came on. And I don't know the players like that on, Koln. But there's a lot of forwards on the field at the same time. And it definitely paid off. Modeste scored in the 88th minute. I think he was I can't remember if it was a header or not. But Anthony Modeste scored only his second goal after his return from China. He left Koln, went to China. I think Koln got relegated. They came back up, and then he came back to the club. Only his second goal this season. And then John Cordoba, the Colombian, I think he's from Colombia. Yeah, I think he's from Colombia. He scored in injury time to pick up a very valuable point. Great fight back. And this is what I love about what I'm seeing in the Bundesliga right now. Never ever say die attitude, and it's just been a good, weekend of games. So that's a wrap for those matches. As for the standings, though, Koln 10th, 34 points. Good stuff. They will be safe. They will definitely survive. As for Dusseldorf, though, 24 points. They could have picked up a really valuable 3 points there to get them closer to Mainz, but they still have a lot of work to do. As for the upcoming matches, guys, let's talk about those real quick. I'm going to give you quick fire predictions. I'm not going to go too much into these games. I'm not going to go too much into history because, sometimes one team never won at this stadium for decades. So if I think it's going to happen, that's how I feel. So Dortmund versus Bayern, guys. I made a video talking about that, so I'm not going to give that away here. Go check out that video if you want to know what I think about, the Klassiker. So on to the next match. Werder versus Gladbach. I think Gladbach are going to win that one. So a win for Gladbach. Eintracht versus Frankfurt. That one is very difficult, but I think Freiburg, not Eintracht versus Frankfurt. Did I say that? Eintracht versus Freiburg. I think this one is going to be a draw. Good result for both teams, but I don't think Frankfurt got it in them to defeat Freiburg right now. Seriously. They're still warming up. Leverkusen versus Wolfsburg. I'm going to go for Leverkusen all day. And that's the first 4 matches. We got 5 more to go on Wednesday. RB Leipzig versus Hertha Berlin. I'm going to say Leipzig gonna take that one. Augsburg versus Paderborn. I like what I see from Augsburg. I think Augsburg are gonna take this one. Union versus Mainz. Union, very gritty team. Mainz, very gritty as well, but after that thrashing against Bayern Munich, I think this one is gonna end in a draw. Hoffenheim versus Koln. I'm gonna say another draw. And Dusseldorf versus Schalke. A win for Dusseldorf. Schalke are going to continue to struggle. And who knows? They might just sack David Wagner. After these matches, after I recap these games, I'll talk about the matches coming up this weekend. They're coming up very fast. That will be match week 29. So match week 28, match day 28, going to come up this midweek. And then the weekend again, we're going to complete the 4th round of matches after the restart. Awesome stuff. And after those matches are done, we will then have 29 games played by the teams. Not all the teams, I think. Werder Bremen and Eintracht are 1 game behind. But then there's only going to be 5 match days to play. The Bundesliga looks like it's on course to be completed without incident. Guys, for the games that I saw, VAR didn't really, there was no controversial moments in these games. The Bundesliga is smooth as silk. Smooth. So danke to the Bundesliga for giving us some really quality football, some good quality professional players in the league as well, and we had an exciting round of games. So guys, I'm your boy Dominic Rich. If you're new around here and you're seeing me for the first time, consider hitting the subscribe button. Road to 34K is in full effect. Guys, slap a like on the video as I said earlier. Let me know your thoughts on the Bundesliga matches down below. Head on over to cardsplug.com/Dominic Rich FC to get you one of those lovely football cards over there. Use the coupon code Dominic Rich FC to get yourself 15% off. If you're ever wondering why I always say this at the end of the videos, guys, that's my affiliate link. It helps to bring revenue to the channel. Okay? So, for everyone, Dominic Rich, thanks for watching. I have to get to work now. Until my next video, peace out. Rich Squad. Danke.